Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. There was an explosion and a rather substantial fire at London's Southend Airport earlier today. Southend Airport is down near Romford. It's the third largest airport in the London area. It's an international airport, has flights to Ireland and to the coastal Western European countries. Apparently the fire was at an air livery hangar on the north side of the airport. According to the authorities, Southend Airport remained open and operating during the fire, which is now under control. The UK retail giant Tesco, which is sort of akin to ShopRite and then some in the United States, has come into the London insurance market to secure a $520 million cyber protection policy. Beazley is the primary lead insurer. The cyber placement is said to be one of the largest ever to have been written in London and required almost all London markets to put down lines in order to meet the demand. Sources said Tesco had been considering buying cyber insurance for a few years, but finally came to the market late last month with the hope of securing cover within a month. This would be an exceptionally fast turnaround for a cyber placement of this size. They apparently succeeded. The U.S. National Hurricane Center is tracking 3 Atlantic systems as of this morning. There's a system about 1,000 miles east of the Lesser Antilles. It's relatively disorganized. It's moving westward at about 20 miles per hour. It's expected to form into a tropical storm at about a 20% probability over the next 48 hours. There's another system moving about a few hundred miles west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. That shows some signs of organization of perhaps 30% over the next 48 hours. And a tropical wave over western Africa is forecast to emerge over the far eastern Atlantic Ocean later today. Formation chances for that are about 20%. Meanwhile, Hurricane Gert continues to churn away, bringing good-sized waves to the American East Coast, but it's far out to sea and does not pose a threat to land. According to the big insurance broker Marsh McLennan, global insurance rates declined by 2.2% in the second quarter, marking the 17th consecutive quarter of falling rates. By line of business, only global casualty business showed further softening on the quarter. All the other rates showed moderation in their declines, but they're still going down. Casualty did not show any moderation at all. Global property rates fell 2.8% in the second quarter. Only the Pacific region showed rates hardening quarter on quarter. Average pricing in the Pacific region increased about 6.3%. 2 nights ago, police in the Philippines killed at least 32 suspected drug offenders. This was in a series of raids near Manila. It was the bloodiest night yet of Filipino President Rodrigo Duterte's war on drugs. According to a senior police superintendent, 67 operations in various parts of Bulacan province saw police kill dozens of so-called drug personalities. They also claim to have seized slightly under 2 pounds of marijuana, as well as 200 grams of methamphetamine. Up to 46 million people could be granted the right to claim hundreds of pounds in compensation if a new appeal against a UK court's decision in favor of MasterCard is allowed. A proposed $14 billion class action lawsuit against MasterCard had been barred by the UK's Competition Appeal Tribunal last month, but lawyers have brought a new application to have the case heard. According to the attorneys bringing the case, which is a class action suit on behalf of 46 million customers, they claim that because of fees charged by MasterCard, consumers actually paid higher prices to businesses that accepted the company's cards than to those who didn't. This occurred over a 16-year period and breached EU competition law, resulting in an estimated £14.6 billion detriment to the consumers involved. This would be a big payout if the case is allowed to proceed and if they lose. In the United States, the President of the United States yesterday came out at Trump Tower in New York and revived his declaration that both sides were to blame for the deadly violence at a white supremacist Nazi rally over the weekend in Virginia. In a remarkable show of defiance, Trump insisted during a combative exchange with reporters that there were, quote, two sides to a story just a day after he had belatedly condemned racist hate groups for the mayhem that left a woman dead and many other people injured. Former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, David Duke, immediately congratulated Mr. Trump for seeing the light and thanked him for his support. Every other commentator and political leader has condemned him. No one quite knows what will happen next. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.